What's going on, guys? MikeO back. This time should be a little longer than 6 seconds. Hopefully the audio is working fine. I completely forgot the microphone last time, so I don't know if there was no audio, distorted audio, or really low audio. So let me know in the chat how the audio is. I appreciate you guys joining. Again, sorry that the last one I had to end real quick. Screwed up. That's what happens when you do them live. You can't really go back and fix things. You can just restart things. So, all right, sounds like everything sounds okay. So I'm just on here to chat a little bit about the hobby for a few minutes and also to just get people's thoughts on a few things. I have a few ideas bouncing around my head, some stuff I want to do. So, figure we'll chat a little bit. I'll get your thoughts on that. And then if you guys have questions, comments, stuff like that, we can interact for a little while. Don't want to really go more than 20 minutes today, but you never know. Sometimes these turn into a half hour, 40 minutes, stuff like that. So, as you can see in the title, I say group break, question mark, podcast, question mark. So let me address that. Jay, you can't hear or see anything? Others are telling me the audio is good. So, I don't know. Maybe you have to refresh because I stopped the last live feed. So, you might have to hit the refresh button. So, group break, question mark. What does that mean? Well, I'm just throwing it out there. It's just a thought I had. I don't really do group breaks. I participate in some. Not as many lately, but, from time to time. Anyway, I have like 3 boxes of 2017 Topps Fire, the collector's boxes. They're like $70 retail plus tax. You get 1 guaranteed autograph. I haven't decided what to do with them. I've spent a lot of money lately on picking up all my Allen and Ginter autos and all that stuff, buying a lot of singles, and I also opened a good amount of Topps Chrome update. So I really don't want to open the Fire for myself. I'm not a huge fan of Fire. It's cool. It's a fun product. So I was considering potentially doing some sort of group break if we had enough people interested. Obviously, there's 30 teams. So you'd either have to do something where you split up the teams. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think the best way to do it is. Obviously, you like to have people pick their own teams, but let's be realistic. The Yankees will have to be a much higher price than, say, the Tampa Bay Rays. And I know there's people who are Tampa Bay Ray fans, but the value is just not there compared to the Yankees. Or do you have 30 people participate or 30 slots participate and you just have one set price per spot and randomize it? That's something to consider. Maybe you could even do a divisional break. I don't know. I'm not even saying I'm going to do it, but I have the product. I'm considering doing it. It'd be a one-time thing. I think it'd be a lot of fun to, obviously we do it live here on YouTube. So I think it would be fun for the community. Those who participate would have the thrill of seeing if they get something great. And some people in the community may just want to watch and enjoy that. So let me know your thoughts. If there's enough interest, I will look into possibly doing that. And then the other thing I have was podcast. So I've been exploring for the last couple months the best way to do some interactive videos. I'd love to do some, as you guys probably know if you follow the channel, I love to do collaboration videos. I just think they're a ton of fun. I love watching collab videos when I see YouTubers get together and interact and, all that stuff, specifically in this community. I just think they're great, fun videos. A bunch of people have done it in the past. Obviously, more often than not, those happen during the National, just because people are in one central location. But you've had Jay McGillicuddy and Serenity Sports 50 Plus. They did one up in up northeast there. I can't remember if it was Massachusetts or New Hampshire, but they were doing something up there. I've done ones with Wesker Griffin Ray from Philly, who are both fairly local to me, and others have done it. You have Baseball Card Junkies. They clearly do it all the time with Eric and Nate. So I've been wanting to do that, but unless you kind of invest in a lot of equipment and set everything up, it's really difficult to set something up to have it go well. So I've considered doing a podcast. It would obviously be hobby related. And it's one of those things I can record. I can do it through the phone. I can, edit it up. And then it can be released on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, so you have a few options to listen to the audio. And then I can also release it here on YouTube as well. There won't be any video with it, but it's one of those things. I listen to a lot of stuff on YouTube. I listen to podcasts now and then, and I just let it play while I'm listening, doing other things, whether it's at the desktop or on my phone, listen with headphones. So if that's something people would be interested in, you know, that's something I'm looking at. I've talked to a couple people, told them I've been thinking about doing it. Obviously, I'd be talking about the hobby. I'd be talking about products. I'd be talking about different stuff, tips, tricks, all sorts of things like that. But the main thing that I would be doing, and my idea is to pretty much do everyone with a special guest. So I'd have different people in the community interacting, and I don't know if I'd do like an interview type of thing or just a discussion type of thing, but I just think it'd be a lot of fun. I think it would be an easier way to do that, and it'll give people a chance to get to know more and more people in this community, because everybody collects different things. We all have that singular love for this hobby, love for sports, love for cards and collections and autographs, whatever it is you're into. But we all sort of collect different things. Some people collect baseball, some people football or basketball. Some people are more into autographs. Other people like the relics. Some people just like rookies, graded cards, raw cards. You know, people like the bust, wax, buy singles. Bunch of different theories. There's nothing right or wrong, but everyone just sort of enjoys their own thing. So, you know, I think talking about that would be a lot of fun. So let me know if you guys would be interested. If there's enough interest, again, I'll do it. So that's pretty much the announcements I wanted to make. Outside of that, I'm ready to just answer questions and interact with you guys. I see there's a lot of activity in the chat room, the chat board, message board, whatever they call it here. So I will start going through that. So things are going to slow down a little bit because you got to read and talk at the same time. But I do see that Troy Rudder's in there. So hopefully everyone welcome Troy back to YouTube. I know he took a little break. He just moved recently, but you guys should check out Troy's channel. Great TTMer, has written a book. Would probably be a great guest on a podcast type of thing if I did one. But yeah, Troy's videos are absolutely outstanding. I mean, the quality is bar none. Beautiful looking stuff. Obviously takes his time setting things up and gets a lot of awesome returns. Been collecting autographs for a long time, so I certainly recommend his channel. So check it out, guys. All right, so let's take a look and see what this chat room's doing. Got a lot of guys in there. What's up, Dustin Bellinger? Appreciate you jumping on. Mason, what's going on? Daniel Wilder. Rachel. Who else is in here? Sports Fanatics, what's going on, buddy? If you could have one company regain the rights to one sport, is that supposed to mean excluding Upper Deck doing baseball again? Or Topps doing football? What company would you choose? I mean, I'm a Topps guy. I like Topps a lot. So I would like to see Topps keep baseball forever. They've been doing baseball for, you know, since the 50s. So I don't want to see Topps go anywhere with that. Obviously, you know, you kind of said can't. I would like to see it opened up so there's multiple companies producing cards so we get the competition that we desperately need. But if that's not a choice, you know, I'd be fine with Upper Deck taking over football. I'm not a Panini guy. Upper Deck did some really high quality stuff, so that'd be cool. What camera do I use and what do you edit with? So I use a lot of cameras. I have a Canon 70D that I film a lot of stuff with. I shoot some stuff with an iPhone 6. I shoot a few things with the Samsung Galaxy 5. I have multiple GoPros. I have, you know, when I factor in the other channels, I have drones, stuff like that. I shoot a lot of my videos. This one I'm doing with two webcams. I have a Logitech 920C, which is okay. That's an older model, and a Logitech Brio, I think they call it. The Brio is the one down here. That's a little better. So that's what I do. Edit. When I edit, I use the Adobe Premiere. And it's like a full version, which is not real cheap. I have a subscription to it. What else? What's up, Christopher Brown? What's going on, Jay? Troy, I already said what's up to you. Caleb's Cards, what's going on? Thank you for joining. Anthony Hockey, what's up? Andrew's Card Breaks. Can you do some 2016 Top Series too? I did some a while ago. Who else is here? Just lost my place. Yankees cards, what's going on? Your game? So you'd be interested? That's cool. Jerome, your 200 subscriber contest seems to be getting a lot of play. I see a lot of responses to it. I've been struggling just to make videos lately, so. What's up, Phil's fan? Caesar, you're awesome. Dude, I gotta send out TTMs, Chris. I have not sent any out for a while. YouTube Famers Night on Mike's channel. Packard Tube 9932, what's up? Is Gerko's auto worth anything? Not really. It's a cheap one, I'm sure. Yeah, Upper Deck did some good stuff. I mean, they do hockey still, I guess, but I don't pay much attention. I know less about hockey now than I ever have in my entire life. What's your opinion on Braves prospect situation? Where do you think Maitan will land? Who knows? I'm shocked that they're all going to become free agents. I thought some guys would go back into the draft. Um, you know, the Braves kind of got what they deserve. That's what happens when you do what they did. But man, that team definitely got the farm system, I should say, was decimated, and it's going to take them a long time to land credibility to rebuild that up and rebuild the farm system because they got butchered. If Panini could do with their baseball what they did with their basketball and football, that would be off the hook. I mean, Panini does some nice stuff. A lot of their new stuff, just I know a lot of people do like their stuff. A lot of it does not appeal to me. I don't know. I don't love Panini. I mean, I'm definitely anti sticker autograph, which again, I know some people don't have a problem with. I've never seen a sticker autograph card. I've seen some that look okay, but I've never seen a sticker autograph card that it wouldn't look better if it was signed on the card. The problem with sticker autographs is one, it looks horrible on certain types of cards, specifically like chrome cards. Also, it reduces the amount of space the player or the athlete, whoever has to sign on. They have to condense it into that small space. Sometimes they go off the sticker. I mean, I'm just not a fan of it. I know it's a cost-cutting measure, but, Panini they're over the top. Like, I understand some low-end products are going to have stickers, and I can live with that. But when you have $200 and $300 boxes and they have stickers on them, that to me is completely unacceptable. Panini's high-end stuff is awesome, but like their high-end stuff is outrageous. They go from like the cheap junk stuff like Score that's ridiculously cheap to like, their high-end stuff, which is $300-$400 a box. I don't love the Donruss design this year. Last year, I thought like Donruss Optic football was pretty cool. And honestly, I'd pay no attention to basketball, so I don't know what their stuff looks like. But I mean, Panini does make some nice looking stuff. They've had way too many issues with all their game use patch stuff and misrepresentation. They've had a lot of problems, so they still have some things to build up. But they have some nice stuff too, of course. 47 video responses. That is ridiculously good. That's awesome. So congrats to Yankees Cards. You guys should check out his channel. His channel's definitely taking off a little bit, building up a big following, and it's a fun channel to watch. Why is Citizens Bank Park so empty? I went this year and there was barely 5,000 people. Well, Citizens Bank Park was empty this year because the Phillies were horrible all year. They were actually a lot of fun. They played well in September, and they were a lot of fun to watch once they got all the kids up. But by then, people's attention was on football, and it looks like for good reason because the Eagles have been unbelievable. So, I mean, when you consider how much it costs to go to a baseball game, specifically if you're going with a family, say you're going with a family of 4 and you have a couple kids, you're going to pay for parking, you're going to pay for the tickets, you're going to pay for food. It gets expensive, and when the team doesn't play well for a while, it doesn't draw well. It also depends on the types of the games and stuff like that and part of the year. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure certain. I'm just looking at Titanic, talking about autos, just the design of the cards. It depends from thing to thing. I don't really have much Panini here. I have some Panini football. So like Prism, I'm not a huge fan of Prism. They're okay. They're not bad. I just don't love them. The colored stuff's a little better. Personally, I generally preferred Topps Chrome. The last year or two of Topps football though, I didn't really love the design personally. Um, but Panini does some decent stuff. I have seen what the heck's it called? Rookies and Stars or something. Those look decent. See, also with card designs, like I definitely like again, I like a lot of the new stuff. I look at some of the baseball things. I like some high end, I like all cards. They're all fun to watch and things are different. But I personally like so I love all the stuff Topps does with Topps Archives, and I like Allen and Ginter. I like Gypsy Queen. I like Topps Gallery this year. I think they're awesome looking. I love a lot of the artistic cards, and then I like a lot of the more basic cards. So I'm not as much into the more extreme stuff too. That's just my taste. Everyone has a different taste in cards, so that's fine too. Benintendi didn't sign it. I saw a few guys in 5 stars. Like Don Mattingly signed all his up high. They look silly. And I saw someone else too, one of the older players. I don't remember who it was though. The Marichal. So the Marichal and the Cepeda were these are non-authenticated ones that I picked up on eBay fairly cheap, and I was just looking for something to put there. I'm probably gonna get them slabbed at some point. I don't remember if I have that Marichal already. I have too many Ginters at this point. I'm like losing track. I have to go through them soon. Cepeda, I think I have that one. So it's one of those deals when I buy something, if they have something else I'm interested in, you get combined shipping of like a quarter, 50 cents free, whatever it is. I usually pick up other stuff at a decent price. Subscribe, please. Well, I can't subscribe from here, but maybe on one of your comments on one of my other videos, I'll click it if I get a chance. Who is your favorite baseball player's autograph? The way it looks or just who I got? I mean, I've got a lot of autographs in my collection that are really meaningful to me, and at a certain point you have so many, it's hard to pick out just one. Judge Titanic Taters. I'm not a huge fan of Topps Chrome baseball refractors this year. I can agree with that. I mean the regular refractors I don't mind. I really like the X fractors, which unfortunately were a retail exclusive. The Prism refractors, which are similar, I think the X fractors are much better looking. But the color refractors, I agree. They did that like goofy, like geometrical design. There's something about it where it's not my favorite. I think last year's and a few years before that were a little better. So I definitely agree with that. And I do wish basic tops, I don't mind them trying different things, and they've gone borderless the last few years. I would like to see them go back to borders for base tops. I think tops is their traditional set. They put it out every year. I know a lot of people get into the hobby and they get all into all the autographs and the hits and all that stuff. But like to me, as someone who likes everything, has a hard time focusing on one single thing, I still do every year. There's something special and fun about going out and buying a few packs or maybe a box of the brand new tops the day it comes out, and kind of that's like to me the unofficial start to baseball season. And opening them up and just going through the cards and kind of getting hyped up and ready for the season. And I would like to see the product go back to a more traditional look. Just my opinion. 2018, they look all right. They probably look a little better than this year. They have kind of like a weird wave to them by the nameplate, which I don't love, but not too bad. I will say next year's products should be loaded with Phillies though, so that's cool. I think 20. I like 2015 baseball a lot. Tops 2016. At first, I was like shell shocked with them, but I eventually started to really like them. This year, I've gotten used to them, but I don't like them as much. Remember the Omar Vizquel you slab bed and you did not like? I don't remember what that is. Where do you get your TTM address? I use sportscollectors.net. That's a pay site. But there's a lot of free sites as well. I just like sportscollectors.net. I like the setup. I like the fact that I can track all my stuff there. Honestly, I've been sending out very few TTMs. It's really time consuming. And, I want to do it. I'm sure I'll send some stuff out during spring training, but I've been really slow with sending stuff up. I have a stack of stuff I want to send. I just haven't gotten to it. What's your thoughts on Otani cards and him? I pulled one out of Bowman Mega Box. I mean, I don't really know what they consider that. I don't think they even consider it a rookie card. So if he comes here and he has a great start, I'm sure there'll be hype for him. I mean, he's interesting because he has all this ability to hit. It'll be interesting to see what happens with him. But from what I've seen, Japanese pitchers, they have really never held any value. They have their early hype. They might have that first year hype, and then the market kind of nosedives. That's what I've seen. So, I mean, it's not something someone I would invest in, but he could be interesting if he can actually hit. Did you get anything on Topps.com for Black Friday? I ordered a few more Topps archive snapshots. Those were on Thanksgiving, and they sold out right after. I mean, not right after I bought them, but by Friday I looked. I was going to order some more, and they were gone. And then Monday I ordered a custom trading card for my nephew. I would like to see, I would like to see Topps go back to a few basic Topps. So now they're in this borderless phase. 2015 was enjoyable, and some people love them, some people don't. But like they had the different colors for team, and that was at least a unique design. Because like 2014, going back like 5-6 years, they were in that chronic, just white border design. So they were getting kind of boring, and they all look similar. So it would be nice to see some more flexibility in their designs. Have I seen 2018 Topps design? Yes, I have. It's all right. It looks decent. It's just got like a weird wave. I don't know how to describe it. There's samples online you can find. It'll be interesting to see. How do you feel about autos on this year's Allen and Ginter? Do they look decent? Are you talking about pack pulled stuff? Because they look fine. In terms of like TTM or IP, I mean, they're Ginter, so I'm going to like them and collect them. But I think this year's are a little darker because they have a bigger picture and they have that little frame. There's a little less white spot, but I'm sure they'll still look great. So hopefully I'll add some to the collection at some point. I'll sub if you sub back. The sub for sub stuff doesn't go well in this community because you should subscribe to someone's channel if you enjoy their content and if you want to build a relationship with them. Subbing the people just to get them to sub to your channel is honestly a waste of time. I'm just gonna say it. Unless you're gonna watch your channel and interact, like don't bother. But that's just a thought on it. I'm not like criticizing any specific person. I just saw that in the comments and like don't just sub to people just to get subs. Sub to interact. You can build a lot of great relationships in this community. What's up, SG4 Sports? Another cool channel you guys should check out. Check them out. Gallery King there and Topps Update Chrome King. Opened a lot of that stuff. I still have a box of Gallery that probably open tomorrow. Probably not on camera. But if I get anything awesome, I'll show it off. But, yeah, Topps Gallery is awesome looking this year. Fantastic. Troy bought 2 Topps Holidays. Nothing decent. Now I can't find them, and I don't want to order. Topps Holidays, they're weird. I haven't even looked at this year's. I know last year's. It's just, they're so strange. Like, I'm not saying, they're fun to open a box or two, and they're fine for TTMs and player collecting. It's just so strange, like the snowflakes. And I did see some blurb about Cole Hamels. Troy, I don't know if you pulled Cole Hamels, but I think his card is some sort of short print. Busting any more Dynasty. I didn't open Dynasty. I don't know if you're talking to someone else. I've been watching Dynasty. You might be mistaking it with something else. Um, Dynasty is awesome looking. And there's a Roy Halladay and Jim Thome Phillies autos in there, and I want them both. Halladay is probably out of my price range, but Thome I think I can pick up. Hi from Houston, Texas, home of the Astros. Well, congratulations on your World Series championship this year. That had to be a thrill. 3-month TTM recap. Oh. Looking forward to it, though. Oh, no. Juan Marichal fell. I think that means he's tired. Let's put up Orlando Cepeda, whose autograph is looking a little shaky. All right, guys. You guys got any more questions? Because we've been going here for... What the heck long is it? Geez, over 20 minutes. So, yeah, I mean, I'm ready to wrap things up unless you guys have any more questions or comments. I certainly appreciate everyone for joining. Love the interaction, love the comments, love all you guys who support the channel, follow, watch it, all that stuff. It's fun, and I look forward to more videos. I watch as often as I can. I've been watching a lot of them kind of as I go because I've been just so busy. But you know, I comment as often as I can. When I watch them on the phone, it's a little more difficult, can be annoying because it goes to the next video and then you don't want to go back. Am I going to the Valley Forge card show? Yes, my plan is to go. I cannot go Saturday or Sunday, so I'm hoping to get there Friday night, and should be fun. Do you have or could you help me find a Curtis Granderson, Allen Ginter auto in a Yankees uniform? I have not seen any. I don't know. They may have made him. So whenever they do autographs, other than this, okay, let me rephrase that thought. Allen and Ginter autographs that come in the product are usually signed on the minis and then they're framed. This year they did do a few rookies on full-size cards, Bellinger, Arroyo, and Ian Happ. So you might be able to find Granderson on just like a basic card that someone got signed that you can get authenticated, or maybe they got authenticated. I haven't come across one. If I did see one in passing, he was in a Mets uniform, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I don't know if they actually made him in one of the smaller cards, but if I see anything, I will definitely let you know, and I'll give you first shot at it. After this, will you be bidding on eBay? I mean, I have stuff I'm watching all the time, but I'm trying to lay off the bidding because I've been bidding on too much stuff. Great live stream. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it. Do you have any vintage Mickey Mantle cards? No, I do not. Yes, I do want to add them to my collection. Yes, I love vintage cards. No, I don't have many. Do I want to buy some? Yes. Can I afford to be buying some? Not really, especially with all the new stuff I've been buying. So it's one of those fine lines where I really want to get more into vintage, but I don't want to start because then that kind of unravels and you can't stop and it's hard to focus on so many things. Though I am trying to continue to fill up my Phillies all-time set, which will be awesome. Friend of mine breaks in New Jersey. Who breaks in New Jersey will be attending. If you come across Markdown Entertainment, that's him. That's cool. IP Auto Slab would be great. I don't want a mini. I'll let you know if I see anything now that can interact more probably on Facebook. You guys can check out my marketplace on Facebook, MikeO Sports Card Marketplace. I have some stuff on there. Other people post stuff on there as well. If you guys are interested in anything, I'm probably going to go cut some prices maybe later. What address do you use for Mike Schmidt? Is it the Hall of Fame? No, Mike Schmidt really doesn't sign through the mail anymore. You'll see people get them in. Those are ghost signed. They're not actually signed by him. So you can send them to the Hall of Fame. They'll then get forwarded to an old address. Someone else will sign the card and send it back to you. But you're pretty much just ruining your own cards because if you send them in for authentication, they will be failed. So Mike Schmidt signs a lot. I've gotten him in the past IP. I did get him TTM like 25 years ago or 30 years ago, a long time ago. But he hasn't signed through the mail in a long time. He's actually signing at the show this weekend in Philadelphia, but they're like $100 an autograph. So honestly, if you want Mike Schmidt and you're willing to pay money, I would just buy an autograph online of one of his product things. You can probably get them at a decent price. Christian Arroyo. Do you like basketball at all? No, not really. I don't, I don't mind it, but I really don't follow it or watch it. How do you find the addresses for TTM? I use sportscollectors.net. Honestly, you could probably use Google, and a lot of people like Sports Card Forum. Have any Yankees cards for sale? Maybe, but I don't remember offhand. I have a bunch of stuff. Have you been watching college basketball this season? No, I have not watched 1 second of college basketball this season. What's up, Ty? A lot of okay, thanks. So I guess I answered questions. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching as always. I am going to get going now. I'll hopefully do another live stream sometime soon. If anyone's interested in a group break, let me know. I think I saw like one person that had interest, so it's looking like a no, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Might do it. Podcast thing too. If you guys think that would be something you'd be interested in, I will consider it. Oh, and as Troy Rudder says, Star Tiger, I know that's what he uses. Star Tiger, from what I understand, is definitely really good for celebrities and probably retired players as well. So, I don't know. I haven't used it a whole lot, but if Troy says it's good, I'm sure it's good. All right, guys. I will see you later. And yes, I was a little bit sad when the Yankees won the World Series in 2009, so I hope you enjoyed it, because I didn't.